Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats so that we shall start the conference. Alan Key, a recognized computer scientist and pioneer, said, "The best way to predict the future is to invent it." Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Roshni Takir, your host for today's conference. I'll be hosting the Pakistan Fintech Forum II.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Misam Abbas, and I'll be supporting Roshni in hosting this event with wonderful people that we have under one roof. Roshni, please.
A very warm welcome to all of you, and thank you for being a part of Pakistan Forum II. So, before we move forward, we would like to start the program in the name of Allah. I would like to request everyone to please be seated and please be respectful during the recitation.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر.
Jazakallah. I would like to request you all to stand up for the national anthem. Pakistan Fintech Network is the first licensed national-level fintech association with an aim to connect, collaborate, create, and categorize together for the development and growth of the industry. It has shown tremendous growth in the last decade. The primary objective of PFN's Fintech Support Forum is to provide a dedicated platform for fintech companies in Pakistan to access support, guidance, and resources. The Fintech Support Forum was created to foster collaboration, overcome obstacles, and facilitate the sustainable development of the fintech ecosystem in the country.
Before calling our first speaker over to the stage, I would like to thank all the participants, especially our chief guest, Dr. Naisa, and the CEOs, the chairmen, and the industry gurus इस वक्त पर पहुंचने के लिए और इस इवेंट को रौनक बख्शने के लिए. यकीनन आज सारी इस इवेंट के दौरान ये सारी बातें होंगी कि फिनटेक नेटवर्क क्यों मार्ज वजूद में आया, इसको बनाने की ज़रूरत क्यों पेश आई और इंडस्ट्री के लोग इसमें किस तरह से हेल्प आउट कर रहे हैं। हमारा प्लान था कि हम इस तकरीब का आगाज़ करते नदीम हुसैन साहब की स्पीच से, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली कुछ मेडिकल प्रॉब्लम की वजह से वो अब हमें ज्वाइन आज नहीं कर पाएंगे। लेकिन इस गैप को, इस कमी को पूरा करने के लिए हमने रिक्वेस्ट की पाकिस्तान फिनटेक नेटवर्क के CEO फ़ाहद साजिद साहब से कि वो आएँ और पाकिस्तान फिनटेक नेटवर्क ने अब तक क्या पेशरफ्त की है, क्यों बनाया गया, इस पर ज़रा रोशनी डालिए। तो आपकी तालियों में हम दावत देंगे फ़ाहद साजिद साहब को, प्लीज़।
Ji, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I would like to thank you, our chief guests, our guest speakers, and all the participants and experts from the industry. Thank you very much for being with us here at this forum. I think most of you were waiting for Nadeem Saab's speech or Nadeem Saab's words. I cannot be him, right, and cannot be replaced. So the knowledge is matchless. But I will try to give my views on the industry. And so going forward, the thing is, the theme of this conference is that where we are, where we have to go, and how we can reach to that key milestone 4 years and 5 years down the road. That is the key thing, and this is the whole agenda which is going to be discussed here during the whole day today. We have prepared a infographic, a holistic view of the industry, that where we are at this point in time, with some statistics and with some key achievements we have made from the regulatory framework point of view, from the different fintech enablement of different fintech verticals. So would like you to see an infographic, and then we'll continue.
National Fintech Strategy and Roadmap 2024 to 2026 aims to define a trajectory for the fintech sector in Pakistan that represents growth priorities and approach to improving adoption of digital financial services. The Pakistan Fintech Strategy and Roadmap outlines 12 priority areas to support sector growth: policy and regulatory processes, expansion of RAST use cases, agent network, cost structures, open banking, ecosystem collaboration, embedded finance, strategic communication, consumer protection and prevention of social engineering fraud, user experience design, and research and insights. The fintech landscape in Pakistan range from 40 to 269 fintechs active in Pakistan that can be classified in 7 distinct categories: payment service providers, payment independent software vendors, wallet services, merchant aggregators, insurance tech, digital credit, savings, identity services. Current state of digital financial services by the end of financial year 2023 in mobile and internet banking registered user growth of 15% and 30%. Mobile wallet registered year-on-year growth of 42% and RAST registering significant growth of 1,837.5%. Key elements facilitating digital financial services consists of active cash in cash-out agents, POS machines and ATMs. POS machines and ATMs registered year-on-year growth of 9.94% and 3.94% respectively. Overall, startups attracted $352 million from international and local investors, with the fintech sector attracting $101 million across 15 deals in 2022. The National Fintech Roadmap involves a multitude of activities undertaken and services offered, including 4 core elements: lending, savings and investments, insurance and takaful, payments. National adoption of digital payments could boost GDP by 7% and generate $263 billion in deposits, creating 4 million jobs opportunities.
Thank you very much, team, for enabling this. So today, although the overall agenda of the discussion is that where we are, so this was a holistic view. And in, in the following sessions, we'll be taking the perspective from the industry. Where we are, we have to go, and how we have to reach. And actually, the last session of this workshop was related to regulatory perspective, that how we can reach to that milestone which we are which we are quantifying actually. But this last session, I must tell you in here that because of some prior last minute meetings of State Bank, this last session would be conducted after a month or so as a closed user group meeting, which will be conducted at State Bank office, and obviously we will be sending the prior notifications to all of the industry participants and leaders. So today, I believe that I'll touch upon three main points which I believe are the key. Not the key, although there are multiple points where we have to put our focus, but I believe that I'll touch on 3-4 points. The first point is that to reach the milestone, industry collaboration is very important. So obviously we have to, rather than going into the competitive approach, we have to make our mindset in a way that we work conducively in order to tackle multiple problems which are being faced in the industry, right? So the first, for example, I'll quote some examples. For example, collaboration of small fintechs or the startups. Obviously, most of them, they came up with some innovative ideas, innovative products. So those startups can be collaborated with the bigger players, the product of the smaller one and the platform of the bigger one, and then obviously they can offer very lucrative services to the end users, attractive ones, and then of course they can do the revenue share, and this will lead to multiple things. It can fill up the missing building blocks within the ecosystem. It will give an uplift to the startups, which is very important. As an industry, we have to help our startups to grow. And obviously, I believe the key role is from the bigger players to support, and obviously support them to stand on their feet. And thirdly, obviously, it's equally beneficial for the bigger players, right, to take them on board and have it done in a revenue sharing model. So it's a business opportunity for them as well. Similarly, we divide now the overall fintech umbrella into multiple verticals. For example, we have payments, we have wallet services, we have insurtechs, we have financial management products, and so on and so forth. So we need to devise products within these verticals, so that a cross-bundling, sort of lucrative features and products can be introduced to the customers, which can gain the attraction. Similarly, this will help us, overcoming the key challenges which are being faced within the industry. Key challenges, there's a good list of key challenges, but obviously I will not go into those in detail. So I think the industry collaboration is important moving forward. The second point I would like to highlight that we have to work with the regulators as an industry to fostering the regulations on forthcoming technologies and forthcoming financial use cases. For example, we have to work together and helping State Bank formulating the regulations of open banking, embedded finance, AI-based solution apps and services. So these are the key areas where we have to collaborate as an industry and with the regulator to overcome these things. And lastly, I think the challenges which are there for sure, and those can only be um, filled up or can be resolved due to with a perspective of collaboration in our minds. For example, industry is facing cash-in issues, right? So the common enemy for the whole industry is cash at the moment, and everyone is dealing with that. And I believe that if we put efforts jointly, this particular problem can be resolved. So converting cash into the digital money, that is the key. And of course, obviously, the first thing is that there are challenges of cash in outlets for the retailers who gonna collect the cash and convert it into um, into digital money. That is important that we make some arrangements that all agents, they work countrywide to all the players, those who have the agent network with them and those who do not. So if we collaborate, all these services can be introduced to everyone, and it will be beneficial for all. Um, similarly, there are multiple key issues which can be addressed with the industry collaboration. So I believe we have to more emphasize on the collaboration within each other, with the discussions. More and more discussions forums should be enabled, and more such round tables should be conducted to brainstorm that how we can work collectively to resolve this issue. So one initiative I would like to put through, that we are going to conduct a session, I think, soon after Ramzan, where we will try to build a distribution channel as a service at very nominal, fee structure. For example, those who have the distribution channel or the retail network channel, they can offer those agents to those organizations who do not have these, right, for the cash-in. So this will really help the overall industry, and soon we will invite the industry to come along and discuss this key point, and we'll try to come up with some conclusion within the industry that what would be the price point which should be acceptable for the startup EMIs who don't have their agent network or retail network for the cash-in, and so on and so forth. While I will not take long, the last point I would like to emphasize is the talent. Obviously, we have to work collectively on the talent building, although there are efforts being made, because now from the talent pool from the conventional banks, they are now helping the digital banks, and it's for a learning curve for them, and they are enabling themselves for the future banking, which is a digital banking, right? So, but still, I believe that we need to work more in terms of enabling the talent so that it can serve the future requirements of the industry. I think these are the three main key points which I wanted to put some light on. And I think, as I've told you, I'm not Nadeem Hussain, because Nadeem Hussain can extend his speech long the way he want to make it. So I will close here. Again, thank you very much all for being with us, and thank you very much.
Hello. Thank you, Fahad. Of course, nobody can fill in the gap of Nadeem Hussaini's institute, we all know. But of course, somebody has to take the lead to start the proceedings. So this was, I guess, a good start to the proceedings. So thank you so much again, Fahad. You touched upon key areas. Of course, collaboration, as you mentioned, bigger players helping the smaller players to grow and to serve more and more customer, and of course, to help our economy to boost. So to proceed further, Roshni, what's next now?
So we're going to proceed next, and Mushtaba Lodi. So since we're talking about Mushtaba Lodi, Mushtaba Lodi has extensive experience in global financial capital markets, risk management, regulatory frameworks, competition law, enforcement and compliance, and organizational digital transformation. Mr. Lodhi developed extensive professional association with the financial services and corporate industry in the UK, while working with the top global banks including Barclays, HSBC, Citigroup, SJP, Morgan. He holds a Master of Science degree in Investment and Finance from Queen Mary University of London and a Bachelor of Science Honours degree in Software Engineering from University of East London, UK. I would like to request Mr. Lodhi to please come up on the stage and share a few words with us.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and distinguished participants, Assalamu alaikum. It is with great pleasure and excitement I stand before you today to inaugurate this significant gathering focused on building a better tomorrow, the road to Pakistan Fintech 2030. As we embark on this journey of exploration, innovation, and collaboration, we are fueled by conviction that the financial technology landscape holds the key to shaping a prosperous, technologically advanced future for our beloved nation. The world is undergoing a rapid transformation, and the financial sector stands at the forefront of this evolution. Today, we witness the practical use of finance technology, giving rise to dynamic ecosystem known as fintech. In Pakistan, as in many parts of the globe, the fintech sector is poised to be catalyst for change, driving economic growth, enhancing financial inclusion, and revolutionizing the way we conduct transactions and manage our finances. As we look ahead to year 2030, our vision is clear: to create a Pakistan where fintech is not only thrives but plays a pivotal role in shaping more inclusive, sustainable, and resilient economy. The roadmap we are about to chart will be instrumental in harnessing the potential of a digital innovation, fostering entrepreneurship, and ensuring that the benefits of fintech reach every corner of our society. This conference serves as a platform for thoughtful leaders, industry experts, policymakers, and innovators to come together, share insights, and forge collaborations that will pave the way for brighter and more digitally empowered future. Over the past few years, Pakistan has witnessed significant strides in the fintech space, with numerous startups from digital payments and lending to blockchain and artificial intelligence. The fintech revolution is reshaping the way we perceive and engage with finance. The SECP, the Security and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, is committed to providing a regulatory framework that encourages innovation while safeguarding the interests of investors and maintaining the integrity of the financial markets. We are actively engaging with stakeholders, both domestic and international, to understand the evolving dynamics of the fintech landscape and to adopt a regulatory framework accordingly. The issues around consumer protection in case of digital financial services are not diluted, instead have become more effective. Hence, proactive approach in terms of data security, cyber security, and business conduct is needed more than before. Such issues need to be managed ideally by taking a standardized approach. Market practitioners may have a diverse opinion on this, but in my view, the regulator does need to manage this risk through regulatory intervention till the industry is mature enough to be entrusted with taking collective and responsible measures jointly. This is particularly true for evolving business solutions and practices where disappropriate regulation can inhibit growth. If the industry does not set up to this challenge, the risk of over-regulation will always be there. The SECP has also enabled supervised experimentation in form of regulatory sandbox, where innovators are allowed to test their solutions in controlled environment for limited time periods. This resulted in evidence-based learning for all concerned. SCCP has recently launched a new portal for filing its company incorporations, has allowed e-signatures. SCCP has introduced major regulatory reforms and allowed operations of digital-only lending, NBFCs, AMCs, security brokers, digital distribution, aggregation platforms, and insurance companies with relaxed paid-up capital and solvency levels. However, it is critical to strike a good balance from both prudential and conduct perspectives, especially when the situation is evolving fast in case of digital innovation. As we embark on this journey towards FinTech 2030, it is crucial to address the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Cybersecurity, regulatory alignment, talent development, and financial literacy are just a few critical areas that demand our attention. Together with the collaborative efforts of public and private sectors, academia, and civil society, we can build robust foundation for fintech-driven future. Let us collectively envision a future where financial services are accessible to all, where startups and established enterprises collaborate seamlessly, and where the transformative power of fintech contributes significantly to the economic development of our nation. Together, we can build a better tomorrow for Pakistan, and it begins with the journey we embark upon today. Thank you for your presence, your commitment, and your shared dedication to shaping the future of fintech in Pakistan. Let the discussions, collaborations, and innovations begin for a brighter, more prosperous, and technologically advanced Pakistan in 2030 and beyond. Inshallah, this sector will contribute even more to the wider economy of Pakistan. Thank you very much.
Hello. Thank you, Mustafa Saab, Commissioner SCCP, for shedding some lights. Of course, the revolutionary actions that SCCP has taken in order to giving a good playing field for the new entrants, relaxing a few regulatory requirements, and as well as strengthening or tightening a few regulatory requirements as well. We have seen on the financial lending side, there were some incidents. Of course, then the regulator came into play and tightened the screws, and it's strengthening the monetary or the policy whereby the customers are getting the loans, but there is a strong check as well, whom to lend, how to lend, and how much to lend. So this was an insightful discussion shared by Mustafa Saab. Now, moving forward to, I guess we have our chief guest.
Yeah, so moving forward, we have our chief guest, Deputy Governor SBP Dr. Inayat Hussain, who is responsible for managing 4 groups, example, Banking Policy and Regulations Group, Banking Supervision Group, Financial Markets and Reserve Management Group, and Islamic Finance Group. He brings a diversified experience spanned over 2 decades in banking supervision, regulations, policy, and operations. Dr. Inayat Hussain is a member.
Kind introduction. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning. I am very honored and pleased to be part of Pakistan Fintech Forum with a theme, Building a Better Tomorrow, the Road to Pakistan. I try to test Fahad by not